Hey, good people. So, welcome back to DBS this morning. I am so excited and really thrilled that you are here. And of course, we want to make it worth your while because it's very early in the morning. So, right now, we're kicking things off, right? And we want to introduce you to another homegrown talent, a culinary talent, that is. So, let's check it out. Good morning to you, St. Lucia. It is time to rise and shine with both of us here today. We are at the lovely Bellevue Resort, and I'm super excited because we have Chef Rifa here with us, and he is our final chef with our Creative Cooking Creole edition. And we're so thrilled to have him here. So first of all, Chef, thank you for being on this morning. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I'm pleased to be here. I'm excited.
Great. Now, you know what? The sweat is real right now because he's fresh out the kitchen, so we caught him in his element. But first of all, Chef, go ahead and let St. Lucia know who you are and what exactly you do.
Well, hello, St. Lucia. First of all, my name is Rifa Leos. I am a chef, and I've been in the industry for a little over 15 years thereabout. And what I do, I just love cooking. I cook. I love cooking. I have a passion for it.
Great. Now, was this something growing up that you always knew, okay, this is where I want to be?
Let me tell you, I never saw myself as being actually somebody who will be in the kitchen ever as a child. I mean, it just happened. I don't know if a spell was spun over me or something, but I discovered cooking. I fell in love with it, and then it loved me back.
Great. And what was your journey like? When was the moment that you realized, okay, I'm going to pursue this? Or is it that maybe it just found you?
Well, not exactly. I mean, I started it. I started at the very humble part of it. I was a kitchen porter, and then slowly, I slowly came from the washing of pots and pans, and then started doing the cooking, chopping onions, helping the actually chefs who were in the industry already, and started watching them and started learning from them. Mm-hmm. And then along my journey, when I realized that I really have to do this, when I saw how much you could go, how far you could go in cooking, because with me cooking, I've done so much. It's brought me so far. I've traveled the world. I've met celebrities, people I never thought I'd actually meet in my life. You know, so it's just how far it can take you.
Great. Now let's talk about some of these experiences. What would you say is your most memorable throughout your cooking journey thus far?
Well, one of the most memorable moments was because I actually represented St. Lucia. I was on Team St. Lucia, part of SLHTA in Miami. We actually won gold in, I think it's in 2014. Mm-hmm. We won gold, and then I was captain of the team back then. So I felt really proud as like me being at the helm. Mm-hmm. We have our team, and I'm the captain, and then we won gold for St. Lucia. So it's a really big thing because you're competing against so many different islands.
Yes.
And then little St. Lucia, and then we win in gold, and then I'm like, I think, I've achieved something great.
Great. Now, what influences you with your cooking? Because I think we're truly blessed to be living here in St. Lucia on an island where we have so many things growing naturally. So what are some of the things that influences your cooking or inspires you when you're setting up?
Like you say, we have natural things. We're blessed here in St. Lucia. I mean, compared to other islands, I would not say the other islands, compared to some countries where ingredients and stuff has to be imported. Mm-hmm. We have it growing right here, and then I mean, you could go by the market and source all your fresh local ingredients, and you come back to the kitchen and then you prepare dishes, and they taste so good because fresher is always better. And when you get the fresh ingredients and things, it makes you gives you more taste to cook your food, you know?
Great. Now, you hail from the south, so where exactly?
Well, I'm from Londonderry, Lapel. Mm-hmm. It's a part of Saltibus, so to speak. So that's where I'm from. I'm very proud of my place down south, Lapel, Londonderry.
Great.
So hello to all my folks from Lapel.
Yeah, good morning to everybody who's watching. And of course, definitely they have someone that they can be proud of, and we too in St. Lucia can be very proud of you. So do you think your southern roots also influences your style of cooking?
Of course, definitely. Because coming from the south, I mean, it's a saying that I usually hear because I live in Castries for a while, but they always say, all good things in Castries, it has some form of part of the South in there.
Right.
You know? So being from the South, I mean, you see a lot of authentic heritage cooking, mm-hmm. you know, back in the day kind of style, the ancient styles. I mean, it's slowly fading away. But then if you go down in the South, there is always things that you see that our ancestors, the old folks used to mm-hmm. do, and then you learn from it. And I also apply some of these things in my cooking. You know, I used to see my grandmother used to take the green pawpaw and add it to her meat, and I used to wonder why. only to find out it tenderizes, you know.
yeah,
So all these little
I discovered
things,
that
yeah.
recently too. I heard my dad saying that, and it was some grown, well, I don't want to say an older person, but you know what I mean. One
Yeah.
of these people who know what they're talking about, because old time cooking is different to what we do now.
Yes, it is.
And it's just amazing. And it's nice to see that you've not forgotten your roots, and it
At all.
is a part of who you are and what you create. So at this point in time, just let St. Lucia know, and maybe anybody for that matter, you know, what it means to just pursue and go for your dream.
I mean, you just have to love what you do. Whatever it is that you put your mind to it, no matter what people say or what you hear, if you want to do it, you go for it. You have a passion for it, you just go for it. Don't let anything stop you, just go for it.
All right. So on that note, St. Lucia, you heard Chef Rifa. Of course, just go for it. And remember, he's our very own son of the soil, making us proud again. We're just very happy to work with you and collaborate. He
My pleasure.
definitely made us proud. So remember the face. Hail him up when you see him. Find out where he's at so you can come and experience his cooking firsthand. And on that note, Chef, thank you again.
Thank you so much.
And St. Lucia, we wish you a blessed day. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to DBS This Morning. Have you just joined us? Well, listen up. The show is sort of midway through, so you've not missed everything, so you're here just in time. Now, keeping with Madras Monday, we have our friends over at the JQ Rodney Bay Mall that have been bringing us quadrille classes. And you know what? We were able to make it there. I learned a little something, but you know what? Let us check it out because it was surely enjoyable, and I want to share that with you. Good morning to you, St. Lucia. So right now we are at the JQ Mall where they've had an ongoing program, part of their Unwind, and of course they were giving quadrille lessons. Now I have somebody here, I don't think he needs an introduction. Some of you may be like me, might be surprised to know that he is teaching quadrille, or maybe you're already in the know. So without any further ado, ta-da! This is who I have. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Great. Now this is amazing to see you in another capacity. I know you as a teacher and of course for your music. So first of all, if anybody who may not know you, just go ahead to introduce yourself and of course what you've been doing here at the JQ Mall.
Right, the name is Jason C. Joseph. I'm the curriculum specialist for music. But I've also been doing this for, I think it's almost 10 years now, so I'm surprised that you didn't know that. Yes, I've been moving around the different venues, but I've been at the JQ Mall for, this is the third year I think, at the JQ Mall.
So 3 years strong.
Yes, at the JQ Mall. But like I said, it's almost 10 years now since I've been doing this. It all began with trying to help out the teachers so that they could come to learn the dances and go back into the classrooms to teach the students.
Right.
But of course, it was open to the general public as well, and it just continued every year.
So let me ask you, did you already know how to dance quadrille at the time you decided to help out the teachers?
I have known how to dance the folk dances for a number of years now. The figures, which is what we actually call the quadrille, figure 1, figure 2, figure 3, figure 4, those are the ones I learned more recently.
Hence the
But
quad
the folk dances, yes, in general, the partner dances, the mulala, the Scottish, the lacomet, the widova, I have known those for as long as I can remember because they're not difficult. All you have to do is to watch what people are doing with their feet and you pick it up.
Right.
St. Lucians seem to think that it is so challenging and so difficult, but it isn't. The figures are the ones that are a little more difficult,
Right.
and you need a little more time to learn them.
Great. Now, what was the reception like from your students for this year and their participation?
The participation around this time is usually fairly okay. It could be better because, I mean, St. Lucia is a fairly large place.
Of course.
And relatively speaking, the number of people we have here, it does not reflect, the number of people I believe that should be learning the dances. But the support is usually good. We start the first week in September and we usually end the last week before Journée Creole. However, I do try to keep it going throughout the year.
Oh,
And that
good.
is where the numbers start decreasing. I think St. Lucians are very seasonal. So after Journée Creole is done, personne ne parle tant danser encore. C'est quoi nous y est qu'on Saint-Lucien, right? We are very seasonal. But I understand that. I just think that more people should take a greater interest in the dances because it belongs to us. And if we don't learn it, then the next generation will not know it and eventually it will sort of die out. We don't want that to happen. I also think there are lots of occasions where St. Lucians are forced to go back to those things, whether it be when they go to school overseas, when they travel, perhaps even around that time at the offices and so on. Suddenly people want to dance and they want to sing and they're not knowledgeable. So throughout the year, people should simply make an effort to learn it.
I'm happy that you're here just keeping on 3 years of the collaboration with JQ Mall, and hats off to them for continuing this because this is important. And let's hope we can make it something that's going to continue even here at the mall. And of course, you do your own classes beyond the season because we, like you said, we definitely need to keep it alive because it's ours.
Yes, I hope it continues as well because I have never yet done any quadrille session with anybody from young to old for them not to enjoy it. It's always enjoyable. Even people who don't think they would have enjoyed it, once you participate, you get involved, it's a lot of fun. My ultimate dream is so that when we have functions, whether it be a staff party, National Day, Christmas, when we have our regular fetes, at a certain point in time during the fete, you simply drop a few folk songs and everybody knows what to do. This is what I would like to see.
This is a call to action. The time is now. Of course, things have been wrapping up the Journée Creole season, the Creole Heritage Month. Let's make it happen. And if somebody wants to join your classes, because of course you do it out of season, how do they contact you or how do they sign up?
Well, I suppose the easiest place to reach me is on Facebook, Jason C. Joseph. So I can be reached on Facebook. Otherwise, yeah, I usually post the sessions on Facebook, on social media, Instagram. So I guess if people are on social media, they would see it.
Right.
But I'm the easiest person to find, fortunately or unfortunately.
You can be tracked very easily. So St. Lucia, now you're in the know, and of course, thank you to JQ Mall for bringing this again and realizing the importance of it. Thank you for being one of the persons who are pushing our culture.
It's always a pleasure.
So you're welcome. So we need to embrace it, everybody. Let us get into it, and beyond this season, let's keep it going. So here I have two patrons, two persons who look very much like veterans dancing the quadrille. What was the experience like, doing the classes here with JQ Mall and Jason?
Awesome.
It was exciting.
Awesome. It's a pity it had to end.
I know. I was looking forward to coming every Thursday to do this.
Nice. And you know what? What did you enjoy the most?
The dancing, the camaraderie.
Yes, and to sweat out. It was a good sweat.
So what do you have to say to anybody who's watching right now as to why they should get into learning our culture?
Well, number one, it's our culture,
Yes.
so we ought to know it. And number two, it's good exercise.
And whether you're St. Lucian or not, learn the culture because you're living here, you need to enjoy. And it's really nice.
Nice.
Yes, it's
Are you
really
from
nice.
Barbados?
No,
Where from?
I have a Caribbean accent, right?
Yes.
But I'm from Guyana.
Ah, okay, nice. All right, and you see that?
Yes.
So learning the quadrille, everything, this is our culture. It's time for us to celebrate it and
Yes,
share it.
yes.